keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent, the blocking's been terrific, and obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing is Frazier. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before break. Frazier. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've reached halftime here. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Creeping up on 1,000. Could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that. But also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage a quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat and mouse game. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Diablos have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? It's Folsom. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, Gibson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And even 150 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's Frazier. Touchdown! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Diablos use the short field to get in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a carry for Sanders. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Terry McLaurin. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Diablos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's got room. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 177 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Gibson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Frazier. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Gibson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Diablos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Pressure comes and down he goes. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gibson again. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now Frazier. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw is Frazier. Flush to his right.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Frazier. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On 1st down, Frazier eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Anderson right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try to run with Gibson, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about it.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To try again after the sack. Hurts, he finds his man, complete. It's Craig. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.